Hey guys, welcome to the next part of Let's Play Football Manager 2015, and this is the Derby Let's Play. So the season review then, 2029. So if you watched the last video, of course it was the live commentary versus Chelsea. Fortunately we didn't win that time. This is how it's looked though. We have managed to win the league again. It's 2 in a row, and I'm very, very happy with it. The standouts there, I guess, in the league, obviously we finished 3 points ahead of Liverpool. Again, we took the foot off the gas. Look, it's a common theme. Don't expect it to be like a bloody 20-point gap. We're swinging the first and second when we win. That's what I'm going to say. The surprise package, though, West Brom in 4th. They've managed to get in the Champions League. I don't know. I don't ask me how, but they have. Chelsea all the way down in 8th. Arsenal and City getting Europa League. Hull, fortunately, missing out. And other than that, really, there's no other surprises. Aston Villa have just fell back into mediocrity with 11th place finish there, and Sunderland finishing in the top 10. But other than that, that's about it. The Champions League, well, we've got as far as we possibly, well, I guess we ever have since the days of Brian Clough, I guess, with with a quarter-final tie against Man United. Unfortunately, they knocked us out, and they also knocked us out of the friggin' FA Cup. Man, that was a depressing few days. Not even joking. I'm going to have to show you the fixtures because you won't believe how them fixtures turned out in the fixture list. I'll show you it now. There were no transfers, I don't think, actually. No, there were none since the last video. So, obviously, if you want to know of the sort of a little intermissionary period between the review video and the what's it called, League Cup final, then I suggest you go watch the League Cup final video as well. I suggest you do anyway, because it's a great piece of commentary, but do watch that. Obviously, as I say, we lost it. Shit happened. Go watch it. Also, we do a little recap for the games from about sort of here. So, yeah, so I'm not going to repeat myself on that. But moving on to the knockout round then in the Champions League, we managed to get a 0-0, believe it or not, against Roma. It was just a knife-edge game, but I'll take it. You know, we had the 2-1 lead, the 2-1 lead, and it worked out, so we go through. Next game against Reading in the FA Cup, 2-0. Sean Moore scoring and Thierry Ambrose. Yes, that is 16-year-old Sean Moore, a guy I introduced to you in the previous video, or the previous Bite 2 video. 16 years old, playing at centre-back in an FA Cup against, look at this, and it's a tap-in. Can you believe it? His first ever goal at the age of 16. He's not quite the youngest. I think Mason Bennett scored a goal in real life when at the age of like 16 years old and 42 days or something or other. But yeah, I can't quite believe that. Made up for a little bit of this horrible little 2-2 draw against them. And then a couple of 2-1s here as we beat Sunderland 2-1 at home and Swansea at home. Reece Brand scoring his first goal, I think, and Rocco Gallio also scoring. Then Patrick Roberts with 2 against Swansea. That was pretty good. 2-0 against Hull, Meyer and Brand, and then 0-0. And so Brand's had a decent start. It's not been incredible, but he's slowly moving on his form. I didn't play Ambrose. Actually, I did play Ambrose. He had a poor game against first game back at Carrow Road. Then Spurs 4-1 domination here. Cook, Saramago and Gallio. Then Man United, check out this run of games now. This is just quite sensational. Quarterfinals, 2-1. We win 2-1. I was delighted with this. They took the lead. I'll show you all the goals. There was 2 sendings off as well. Barikov there sent off in the 51st minute. Haroy sent off 2 minutes later. It says a sympathetic referee. I don't think so at all. As you can see, we're both very even if you look at the match stats. But this was the opening 90 or so seconds. Lovely little build-up play here from Man United. Don't know what our defenders are doing. Ryan Gold, he's so dangerous. Nice pass to Fernandez, and he fires it in. And that is the opening goal, and of the opening minute or two in this tie. And obviously, you can imagine this if this were on a real night. But here's Reece Brand, obviously not cup-tied, but Gallagher firing that one in. Lovely there. Patrick Roberts really playing himself back into the team. The Swansea game confirmed it. But Gallio with a penalty there stuck it beyond the goalkeeper, which is not David De Gea anymore. It's Jindřišek. He's on the bench still. So, and again, the fixture list seems to keep resetting itself. Apologise, that is really annoying, I know. But yeah, we then played Man United. The next game was then in the Capital. The Capital One was the FA Cup semi-final, which is, we lost Rocco Gallio scoring In fact, I'll just show you these results because it's going to take forever because I've got to keep scrolling down. 2-1 in the FA Cup semi-final, defeated. Then 4-2. Just utter frustration. Kennedy. There's Fernandez opening the scoring again with an own goal. Right, so I'm going to take you through what happened here. We'll go over the FA Cup in a minute because we've got to finish this tie off first. Right, so bear in mind, it's 2-1 going into the game. It's 2-1, here we go. Start the game. As I say, Fernandez opened the scoring at the iPro. Here is the opening moments. Look at that, it just hits Fernandez, bounces De Gea in goal. That's now 3-1. We have the away goal inside 30 seconds. Quite astonishing. Gallo, 4-1. That is 4-1. 21 minutes. I'm thinking, right, game over. It's absolutely finished. Fran Diaz, remember him? 4-2, penalty. Thinking, no, it's not going to happen, don't be silly. But it is Football Manager. So they have Thompson do that. 4-3. They're now back in it. And that was an absolute quick-fire double. Now we're into the 64th minute. And I just still couldn't believe what was going on. Great finish, in fairness, from Diaz. But we're still going ahead on away goals. Because we managed to get 2 at Old Trafford. They only got 1 at our stadium. I think. Hang on. Brand giving it away. But I can't quite remember the goal here. But I'd say it's the 88th minute. But we're still, but at this stage of the game, we're still going through. Absolutely no way through for Reece Brandes. But Patrick Roberts waiting for the ball. One thing you don't do, you wait for the ball. Comes back to Kennedy, and he's been such a bloody pain in the arse. And they went 5-4. One thing I must say is I went defensive too early. 4-1, I essentially sat back. Because as soon as that once the penalty went in, the Diaz penalty, I went way defensive and essentially invited them onto us. So, but you know, I know what Football Manager is like. I'm thinking, okay, so basically all the momentum is now going to Man United. I don't know, maybe I should have fought fire with fire. I don't know. It was a really difficult decision, and it didn't. What I did didn't work. So, well, let's go over this FA Cup semi-final. So they knocked us out of both games here. They got 2 first half goals. In fact, we also had a first half goal. Blandinho scoring and Keith Davis, someone I've never heard of actually. Rocco Galli did score for us. Wayne Knott went off injured. Josh Wood, the bold decision to start him, didn't pay off. Blandinho there, awful marking. Just the crying for offside, but I don't see it happening at all. And yeah, this is just horrible. Absolutely horrible. I mean, we managed to, you know, get something back by winning the league, and you know, Man U came third and all that, but still, you know, it's rubbish. Here is Davis on the ball, number 8 there. Look at the space. I mean, that is just a pathetic marking again. But we at least did manage to get on the score sheet. Bear in mind, this is midway between the tiles, so they haven't come back and, you know, inflicted absolute massive pain on us for that Champions League quarter final yet. Lovely strike from Guy, absolutely smashing it in. But obviously we were then out of everything, and to be honest with you, it really killed the confidence in the team, and luckily we had enough points to really get ourselves over the line. A 1-0 defeat at Anfield wasn't great either. 1-1 against Southampton, Francis managed to get us a point. 1-0 against City wasn't great, but Newcastle, that just calmed the nerves then. Gallo and Mayer scored. 1-0 against West Brom, which was poor, and then we managed to batter Queen's Park Rangers at the end. But obviously, I have to say, I think by the Liverpool game, in fact, I think the Newcastle game finished it off. I think we were champions at that point, so there you go. In terms of the FA Cup, Man United actually went on to win 1-0 against Chelsea. They got to another bloody cup final. Julian Moreno, again, he's an absolute pain in the arse as well. And lastly, the Champions League, who won that? Well, it's going to be either Man United or Paris Saint-Germain. Now, Paris Saint-Germain have been in 2 finals before. I have still never seen them win the Champions League on this game. They never win it. So, well, we've got, look, anyway, moving on from that, who cares about them? We won the league, it's 2 in a row, that's 3 of the last 4 gone to us, and now we have someone who've got brand. Unfortunately, Robert Hammond's unhappy, he felt he wasn't getting enough chance in the first team, but quite frankly, the patience of some of these players, and I've talked about player interactions before, I think it's an absolute joke on this game. I think the player interactions are just rubbish, and I wouldn't pay attention to players being unhappy, because quite frankly it's just they're just unreasonable. They want an unreasonable amount of games. You know, it's like, hang on, you haven't scored in 5, why the hell should I play you? But you can't say that because it's Football Manager and it's very restrictive. So bollocks to it. I don't know, I'm probably going to sell him. That's the problem. You literally have 2 choices. It's either play him and risk not scoring, basically having a dead weight in your team, or selling him, because it's no fucking good just sitting there, because they just get unhappy and just make it have a big strop, you know, if you don't pick them. So it's just rubbish, absolute rubbish. So we managed to win the league, as I say. Overall decent season, could have been a lot better if it weren't for Man United. Looking at the club, Adam Stevens, as you all know, is captain now. That's well established. Rocco Gallio is a legend, and I'm approaching legend. I believe actually these are ordered in like respected order, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm more of an icon now than, say, Mark Poom, but I'm not as much of an icon as Kevin Hector, if that makes any sense. I'm not quite a legend, but I'm approaching legend, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, Rocco Gallio. So Derby only started with 2 legends. They've got 4 now. Pretty cool. And yeah, I think that's basically it. So thanks for watching. There's no international tournament this time, so don't worry. I'll be back in February again with the half-season review. And until then, enjoy your day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.